Oh man, welcome back to Houston Life. How you doing, Lauren Kelly?
What do I do with my hands?
Everything is going to be just fine, people. So having a close encounter with a snake can be pretty scary, but very common here in Houston, even more likely now that we are officially in snake season. So today we had to call in some expert help.
That's right. Clint, the snake man, Pustavzyovsky from Texas Snakes and More is here with the do's and don'ts if you come across this slithering reptile. So, I mean, is this the obvious question? Am I holding Luna right? I'm just kind of resting.
Really not a wrong way or a right way.
Okay.
You know, basically, you don't want to squeeze them.
Okay.
You want to let them move where they want to go.
Okay.
You can always lift her up and set her over here.
Okay.
Just let her kind of move around. She's a ball python, real common in the pet trade. This is a trans-pecos rat snake, not so common in the pet trade.
Wow, and
so
he's
really
super cool.
He is cool.
Just the way he moves, the intensity of the eyes. So, Clint, when it comes to dealing with snakes, I think a lot of people have, would you call it unfounded fears about snakes?
Yes, I would say it's a learned fear, something that we are taught when we're children, or even as adults. We learn to be scared of these harmless animals that basically can't hurt us. And these venomous ones can put us in the hospital, but that's pretty uncommon. So that's not something you want to do. So when you run into a snake, what you always want to do is stop immediately and back up 5 giant steps and watch the snake, learn about it, see what it does. It's not going to come after you.
You know what? You're right, Clint, because think about it. Even in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the villain is the snake. You have villains that are snakes, and all the
We're
snakes
taught that they're scary.
Right. But you're right. I mean, she's just, is this a she?
It's a she.
She's just kind of chilling right now. I mean,
yeah, she's harmless.
Okay, yeah.
Mine is sort of tickling my arm with its tongue.
Yeah, they're climbing snakes, so you're kind of a rock right now, so it's climbing you.
Oh, okay.
Just
checking me out.
I am watching Luna's tongue, just that, and is that just kind of a feeler, like kind of checking out the scene of where she's at, kind of thing?
Yeah, pretty much. The tongue is what they taste with. They use their tongue a whole lot like we use our nose, and so they're able to pick up all kinds of particulates in the air, on hard, soft items, all kinds of different things. And that teaches them a lot. It tells them what's going on. Is it food? Is it prey? Is it something they need to be scared of? Is it hot or cold, right or left? It gives them a lot of information. The tongue is a center point, goes into what's called a Jacobson organ.
Oh, wow.
Fascinating.
It really is fascinating. I feel like my snake is hiding in the grass of my arm.
He's just climbing up your arm.
Clint, so you talked about what we should do if we encounter a snake. You said take a few steps back, just sort of watch and observe. What are things that we should not be doing when we encounter a snake? Because inevitably, here in Texas,
you're going to encounter them.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, what you never want to do is accost them. You don't want to throw a rock at them, poke them with a stick. You don't want to go after them. If say they're a rattlesnake on a playground, that's not a good place for a rattlesnake. Get a professional, have them remove it. But other than that, when you're out hiking and so forth, if there's one sunning itself on the trail, go around it.
Okay, so just kind of stay away.
Yeah, just leave them alone. They're real easy. You know, if you want to learn how to ID snakes, get a guide of some sort, something that has a lot of different information where you can learn about these animals, because there isn't, triangular head doesn't teach you anything. These cute little rhymes are not good for learning snakes, so nobody ever remembers them. And, you know, we want to learn the truth, you know, because people lie about snakes all the time, and poor things don't have a leg to stand on.
Yeah.
Oh, literally. I see what you did. Okay, up here, up front, you have some others. They're in boxes for a reason.
Yes.
These are venomous snakes.
Correct.
And it's probably also a common question for you, Clint. People say, well, how do I know if the snake that I just saw in my backyard is venomous or not? I mean, this one snake that our camera's on right now is just, it's staring straight at me or Dobby. So what do we do if we encounter a snake that's aggressive?
Okay, they're not going to be aggressive unless you do something to them.
But what if you accidentally step?
Well, if you accidentally step on them, like the copperhead has an amazing way to, you step on its back, you're especially, no offense women, but a lot of people wear open-toed shoes. And the snake comes back and bites the toe. You can be on their back and they can bite you.
Okay.
And so then that's where we run into problems. Dr. Spencer Green is our specialist in the area, so that's who you'd want to go see.
Okay.
But the bottom line is you want to be watching for them so you don't step on their back. They're heavily camouflaged, but if you learn how to identify the leaves, the sticks, you'll see the snake or the turtle or the lizard. You'll see the other animals as well.
I gotcha. Well, let's talk about Texas snakes and more. You guys are a great educational and fun spot. What do you do out there? What, you have lessons? You have tours?
We do. We come to you. We're a traveling zoo.
Okay.
So what we do is we do birthday parties, we do festivals, we do snake training. I just finished a whole class on teaching people how to handle these venomous snakes. It was a company that's encountering them, and they have to learn how to do that. So we do anything that has to do that's positive with snakes. Teaching people about them is what we do.
What if you do see one of these snakes like on your front porch? You know, like a coral snake, a copper snake. Our producer Heather literally was going to get her DoorDash with her toddler, and there was a coral snake that just slithered up onto her
front porch.
And you know, that's common in parts of Texas.
Right, very common. So what you want to do, again, you want to leave it alone, but if it's not leaving, you want to get a professional. Have somebody that can remove it and get it to a place, you know, like a natural preserve or a place where it's, you know, going to be admired instead of people are going to be scared of it.
Gotcha.
Okay. Well, it's great advice, Clint. And I think our little snake friends are right.
I think he really likes you.
Yeah, I would say Dobby just found himself a buddy, and Luna's just hanging out, so they got two good friends here.
I mean, I'm going to state the obvious, but was Luna ever near Britney Spears' music video?
Well, absolutely not.
She's a little bit smaller than that one, right?
Yeah, a little bit. But yeah, but Luna's a sweetheart. She's a good snake. She's been a mommy and all that. So, you know, she's a good animal. And Dobby's once lived in the wild, and here he is, you know, playing on your arm.
Yeah,
living his best life.
He is.
Clint Pustejovsky, also known as Clint the Snake Man, thank you so much for stopping by.
You're very welcome. Thank y'all for having me here. I enjoy seeing y'all.
It's great to see you. We first had you on the show way back in the Galleria days, so it's great to see you again. And thanks for helping to educate us and bringing these sweet, sweet babies. If you would like to contact Clint or Texas Snakes and more, we have shared a link on the Scene on Houston Life section of our website, houstonlife.tv.